Hello again, folks. I just want to have another little quick chat here about the rhubarb. And it was late autumn and not late winter when I put the seasoned manure around the rhubarb, and it's had all of late autumn and early winter and late winter and also early spring to be washed in by the rain and by the weather that come in the winter. But when I did it, I didn't cover the crowns. So if you can see right here, the crowns were left uncovered, and there is a little bit that's moved back into where the crowns are, but the blackbirds have been doing quite a bit of digging in here after the worms that are underneath this material that I've mulched around the rhubarb with. So a little bit has been moved by the birds themselves, but I just want to show you the soil underneath and the nature of it and how it's good for the rhubarb. So if I just get in here with my fingers a little bit, you can see that there's first of all a nice worm in there, which I'll just put to the side. But the nature of the soil now is it's really highly nutritious, and the high nutritional value of it and the fact that it's been mulched with manure, and also put some straw over the top as well, just to help protect the rhubarb plant's roots themselves in the cold of winter. But this isn't essential, but it's just something I like to do. Plus the straw rotting in again adds good fibre rich nature to the soil, and also helps to incorporate a really nice amount of organic matter. Now this straw in particular has no pesticides and no herbicides used on it, so make sure that if you do use straw that you research its source and make sure that it hasn't got any chemicals on it that could damage your rhubarb, which in this case you can see this straw has not. But the soil underneath, due to the manure and due to the straw, is really nice and nutritious, which is something that rhubarb likes, and it also will help to hold on to a really nice amount of moisture, especially in the warmer months of the year. And I do have to work, and I do have other things going on in life, so if we have a really dry summer like we had last year, then the seasoned manure and the straw mulch has supplied a really nice soil to these rhubarb plants that you see right here. And last summer it was really dry and very hot, and it hardly rained at all, and I did keep the rhubarb ticking over by using the hose pipe there to make sure that it was hydrated and it didn't suffer at all in the extreme drought that we had. But the tap water doesn't uh, provides nutrients and doesn't nourish the plants as well as rainwater did. So I managed to keep the rhubarb ticking over, but this year I'm hoping for much better pickings and much better plants. And on the 23rd of March you can see already that they're growing away really quite nicely. A little bit of a fungus type material coming up there, which will hopefully mean there's some nice mycelium running through here, which again is just a really nice thing. But yeah, I mulched with seasoned manure and then a straw mulch in late autumn. When I did my other little video there about the peas, I think I said the wrong thing, and I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure I said late winter, but it was late autumn when I put this seasoned manure and allowed it to rot in over the course of the autumn, winter and early spring, as I mentioned before. But this really helps rhubarb plants, and it really is good for them, and you just end up with a really nice soil at the end. And you can see there that there's some really lovely worms in there, and they'll happily eat up all of this seasoned manure and turn it into lovely substrate that you can see right there. Another nice worm there, and the worm activity in here is really nice, so that's a really beautiful thing. and it'll just mean that they then go on to eat up the material that I've put on here and further enhance the soil more, you know. So if we just have a look around a little bit more, maybe it'll show you a few more worms. There's another little one right there. See it there? So there's a worm there, and creating a situation in your garden where there's lots of worm activity is really good for the plants that you're wanting to grow. And I just wanted to come back and spend a little bit of time and share that with you all. And that's my rhubarb patch for this year so far. Take it easy, everyone. Catch you again next time.